Hi, Ethan Mussolini, the merchant of success, your motivational speaker, human capital consultant, life and career coach. Welcome to another episode of Ethan at 40 series, where I share my top 40 life and business lessons by the age of 40. And if you haven't done so, if you haven't subscribed yet, please go to ethanat40.com, subscribe, confirm your email address, and then boom, you'll start receiving the rest of the videos. Today's lesson is about responsibility, taking 100% responsibility. Many years ago, I was in this state. I had the mentality and the mindset of often seeking help from here and there, because by the age of 17 I was an orphan. I'm from a very humble background, or let's call it poor background, and so I lived with this mentality of surviving on handouts from other people. And in that process, I developed the mentality of dependence rather than independence. So one time I found myself between a rock and a hard place where I wanted to attend this seminar. I was just literally begging for money to go to this workshop in the US. It's a long story which I don't want to get into, but long story short is I flew in from one state in the US to another state and held a manila paper saying, hey, I'm Mussolini from Uganda. If you can support me, I'll be able to use these skill sets and go back to my continent and transform lives. And I really meant that, about coming back and transforming lives, which I actually did in the long run. But that mission was not a success. I was told how I was disruptive to the environment, and I was literally told to pack my things and go back where I'd come from. But later, a lady from one of the organizers called Jana Morris later asked me a question of the money you're asking for, how much did you have of yourself? And I said, nothing. And she said, don't you think it would have been better for you to get, save some money and say, hey, you know what, this is the top up I need? That would have made so much sense. I said, yeah. And so what she was planting in my head and in my psyche that moment was, hey, take responsibility for your life. You can't depend on other people to take care and take charge of your life. You're not a baby. I mean, I have two girls. I have two beautiful girls. One young, one is 3.5. The other one is less than a year old. And I thought to myself, you know what, Ethan, you have to take charge of your life. And then, which was about 2002, since then, when I adopted this mentality of taking 100% responsibility, I found myself becoming an employer, becoming an entrepreneur, becoming an author, and doing all these several things. And it came from that perspective of I'm going to take charge of my life. So if there is one lesson I'm giving you, that one of the biggest impacts I've had in my life was that mentality of I'm going to take charge of my life and not anyone else. And if you can adopt that, then you find yourself growing up to be this greater woman or greater man that God created you to be. And that's my wish for you, that you become the best that you can be by, number one, taking responsibility. That doesn't mean that I'm perfect. It just means I have a different mentality and mindset. And that has at least multiplied my results by 100 times, by the bare minimum. So your task is take charge and remind yourself I'm 100% responsible. God bless. Thank you for watching this video, and if you haven't signed up, please go to ethanat40.com to get the rest of the videos. And of course, if you also do other things, whether from motivational speaking, human resource training, life and career coaching. If you want any of those services, you can call me on +256 772 936361, or call Julia on +256 706 329 723, or Kabugo on +256 700 863086. Or you can go to my personal website, ethanmussolini.com, And of course, if you like this video, please click the like button, share it, and comment. Let me know what your thoughts are. And of course, I would encourage you to sign up on my social media channels like Facebook, which is facebook.com/Ethan Mussolini, my YouTube channel, youtube.com/user/Ethan Mussolini, and my Twitter handle is Ethan Mussolini. I'm also on LinkedIn with the same address, Ethan Mussolini. So see you then. Bye for now.